Something is waking beneath the streets of Derry. The drains whisper, the lights flicker, and the laughter is back. Welcome to Derry, the cursed town that never learns and never forgets. In this episode, now you see it, the terror deepens. The past begins to bleed into the present, and the truth behind Pennywise's power begins to reveal itself. So, grab your flashlight, because once you see it, there's no going back. The episode begins with the town of Derry pretending that everything is normal. Children ride their bikes, store windows gleam with summer sunlight, but underneath that small-town perfection, the shadows are restless. We pick up where episode 2 left off. Hank Grogan, accused of horrific crimes he didn't commit, sits behind bars, accused of being a child killer. His arrest has turned the town against him. The police think they've solved the mystery of the missing kids from episode 1, but we know better. Then comes the chilling line that ties this episode to one of Stephen King's most beloved stories. A guard leans close to Hank's cell and whispers, "Do you know what they do to kitty killers in Shawshank?" Yes, that Shawshank, the legendary prison from the Shawshank Redemption, now part of the same dark universe. With that one sentence, the King multiverse expands again, and we realize the evil in Derry isn't isolated. It spreads, it infects, it connects every story like a web spun by fear itself. While the adults argue, two young hearts refuse to give up hope. Lily Bainbridge, traumatized, wounded, but still alive, believes there's more to her classmate Maddie's disappearance. Alongside Ronnie Grogan, Hank's daughter, she sets out to clear her father's name. Their friendship becomes the beating heart of the episode, fragile, brave, and doomed to suffer for knowing too much. They sneak into the Derry Public Records office and uncover old clippings, missing children, factory fires, unexplained disappearances, all 27 years apart. The pattern is impossible to ignore. Something happens every 27 years, and now it's happening again. Meanwhile, Leroy, the local reporter, follows his instincts and begins digging into Derry's oldest archives. What he finds is chilling. Photographs from the early 1900s, names scratched out in red ink, and reports of the Kitchener Ironworks explosion. A century ago, hundreds of children were killed during a town festival, and no one ever found out why. In the footage, Leroy sees a familiar face, a grinning clown in the crowd, frozen in time. The same smile, the same eyes. He doesn't know it yet, but he's looking at Pennywise before the legend was born. Far from the town, Dick Halloran is being pulled deeper into a supernatural mystery. The military still believes there's a weapon hidden somewhere beneath Derry, something powerful, ancient, and alive. They take Halloran aboard a surveillance aircraft to locate it using his psychic abilities, his shining. But instead of answers, Halloran gets visions. A flickering carnival, a voice echoing through the dark. "Step right up, step right up." It's the same voice he heard as a child, the same nightmare that followed him from the Overlook Hotel. As he looks out the aircraft window, storm clouds twist into shapes. A grin, sharp teeth, golden eyes. For the first time, Halloran feels it, the presence of Pennywise. Not just a ghost, not just a memory, but something older, something cosmic. Back in Derry, Lily begins seeing red balloons floating in places they shouldn't be, in mirrors, under bridges, inside her dreams. Each one leads her closer to the truth. In a terrifying sequence, Lilly and Ronnie follow a trail of balloons into an abandoned carnival warehouse. Inside, old posters line the walls, faded images of a clown with sharp teeth and a banner reading, "Welcome to the funhouse." Suddenly, the power flickers, the air grows heavy, and a voice, playful yet cruel, whispers from the dark, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" The girls freeze. The shadows stretch, and from them a shape begins to form. Long limbs, white makeup, the faint glint of yellow eyes. But before the face fully appears, the lights explode, and the girls run. They barely make it out alive. Later, as Leroy and Halloran compare notes, the pieces begin to align. The disappearances, the violence, the town's convenient amnesia, all of it revolves around one thing, an ancient entity that thrives on fear. Halloran calls it the deadlight, a being that exists between worlds, one that can take any shape but prefers the form of a clown. He warns that once you've seen it, you're marked, because seeing it means it sees you back. In the episode's haunting final sequence, Halloran wanders through a flooded street, following echoes of laughter that shouldn't be there. He stops at a drain. The water ripples. A faint giggle bubbles up from below. He kneels, and two glowing orange eyes stare back. "Step right up," the voice says again, this time directly in his mind. The camera pulls back, revealing red balloons rising from every sewer grate in Derry, dozens of them, hundreds. The cycle has begun. Episode 3, Now You See It, is the moment where Welcome to Derry fully embraces its mythology. It's no longer about what is happening, it's about why. Why Derry breeds evil, why people look away, and why fear itself seems alive in this town. The show is slowly revealing the iceberg beneath the water, the cosmic mystery that Stephen King only hinted at in his novel. What is it? What does it want? And why is it here? Those are the questions that will drive the series forward, across 3 planned seasons, toward the ultimate truth behind Pennywise's existence. Because in Derry, evil doesn't die. It sleeps, and every 27 years, it smiles again. You'll float too. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for episode 4, where Derry's nightmare only gets darker.